everybody, we're back. Today was a grueling session in the heat where we did some squatting and played with some tires. So I've gotten back into an old warm-up I used to do years ago. It seems like I had a lot less problems with my squat when I used to do this every time. So we started at Not Shown with McGill's Big Three, as always. Did some monster type walks with a band around my knees, and then a whole bunch of extra planks. And then we started a little superset of leg curls and reverse hypers. I just got 90 pounds on the reverse hyper. I wanted to keep it nice and light, but on the leg curl we actually went a little bit heavier every set and went down in reps. Got a nice little pump in the hamstrings before we started. I'm still nursing that hamstring injury, and it's a funny thing, it hurts in the squat. When I get down to bottom squat, kind of makes it hard to hit depth. Everything else is absolutely fine. I can do these leg curls all day, not a problem. Deadlift, farmer's walk, anything at all, not a problem. But when I get to the bottom of the squat, I can feel it, and it's kind of limiting my squat. So I wanted to get a nice good hamstring pump going today. So we actually worked up in weight on the leg curls, like I mentioned. I think I finished, I had like 2 10s, 2 25s, and a 45-pound plate on there just for 6 reps. We did like 12 reps, 10 reps, 8 reps, and 6 reps, and 12 reverse hypers between every set, and that was good. Glutes felt nice and warmed up. Everything felt great, and even though my squat isn't back to where it was, it did make it feel a lot better. Squat still feels awkward with this hamstring exercise. Not that my squat ever felt that great. I just, like, I don't know, got the athletic ability of a shrew, and it just, squatting does not come natural to me. So, but we're going to keep working on it. We're not giving up. One of these days, I'm going to be a half-decent squatter. Might be 50 years old by the time it happens, but we're going to do whatever it takes and keep plugging away. So I believe this is my last set of leg curls, one more set of reverse hypers, and then we got started on the squats. We started with just the bar, and I played around a bit to try to find something where I could hit depth a little bit better today. This is a nice butt shot for you guys there. Sorry about that. So I had my squat shoes on at first. They're a pair of Adidas's I got. They don't have too much of a heel on them, just a little bit, and just didn't feel right. So at some point here, I think maybe after my set with 275, like 3 or 4 sets in, I switched back to Chuck Taylor's, and the flat sole Chuck Taylor's actually felt a lot better. I guess, it was that good canvas support or whatever, but tried to mess around with the heels, but it just seems like I squat a little better in flats. So that's what we're going with from the time being. So I believe it was 12 reps with the bar, 8 reps, with a 45 aside, and then we went to 5 with 225. It was really hot today. It was like well over 30 degrees Celsius in my garage, and if you're not in Canada, that's really hot. So, and then 275, I think this was my last set of 5. After this, we went to triples, and I think after this set is where I switched to shoes. So I was playing around with a little lower bar position. I thought that, might make me a little stronger coming out of the hole. I got pretty strong hips, and I thought that would help, but it just felt like I was pitching too far forward in the squat. So here we go with 340 for 3. But yeah, it just felt like I was pitching too far forward. So and it may have even made it actually a little harder to hit depth. Like this first rep on 365, it cut really high, and then I kind of had to work to get down on the last 2 reps, and they still weren't as low as I'd like to put my squats. So after that 365 for 3, we quit there because, things just weren't going great with a bad hamstring. And we went to 290 for 4 sets of 5 reps to get some volume in and to try to get some good work. So I think after this first set here, it's kind of hard to notice, but I moved the bar up just a notch. Maybe it's on the next set, but like I put the bar a little higher on my rear delts, like just maybe not even an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And wow, what a difference. So, that's what it takes. You got to play around a little bit, find your sweet spot. It took a change of shoes and moved the bar around a little bit, but finally the squats started to feel good. I know like 290 is a lot lighter than 365. Maybe that's why I felt better, but it was really hot. I was really fatigued, and as normal, I was rushed for time. So I was pushing through these with pretty good short rest periods as well. So with my level of fatigue, the 290 still felt much better, just with that slight higher position. As you can see here, I got it up on my rear delts a little bit more. So I think maybe for the time being, at least until my hamstring is 100%, this is probably where I'm going to need the bar. And even moving forward, like, I'll probably squat better with the bar up here. I don't pitch forward so much. Like, I've tried the low bar starting strength style, kind of looking down a little. It just does not feel natural for me at all. Like I said, squatting doesn't come easy to me anyway, but that lower bar position definitely isn't my thing. It might be great for you guys, but that's the point I'm trying to make here. Everybody is different, so just don't follow something verbatim because the person is smarter or stronger than you or whatever. You got to experiment with this stuff, and it takes some time to figure out what needs to work for you. So now, because I could be competing in the near future in strongman or powerlifting, I'm not sure, after squats, we went to some tire flips. So we got this small tire. If you're wondering what it weighs, so am I. I've got no idea. I don't really care. And then we tried this bigger tire. Got it from a good friend of mine, dropped it off for me. I cleaned it up, and this was my first time ever using it. And it was pretty heavy. And I don't know what this one weighs either, but it was almost as tall as me, and it was a brute. So this is my first ever time flipping like an actual heavy tire. So got kind of hairy here on this last flip. But I think I just need some practice. Try to get my chest up against the tire and my shoulders into the tire. Seems like it goes a little better. So, this was pretty difficult today, but I think it's going to get better pretty fast. So then we did one more set with this big tire of 3 flips. I was going to do a third set with the heavy tire for 3 flips. That was the plan, but I was a little worried I'd get it down the bottom of the driveway and not get it back. So in the future, we're going to roll the thing down to the curb, and we'll start down by the sidewalk. That'll work out much better. And this one was really tough, but I was determined I was going to get it. Wasn't quitting. Just kind of playing around, figuring out where I need to get my chest and shoulders, where to get my knee under the tire so I can use some leg drive and really get it over. So, it's not pretty, but like I said, it was my first time with a big tire, and I think I know what I have to do differently, and I think I'm going to get better fast. So I was pretty beat after this. So since we couldn't get that third set of 3 flips, we went to town on the smaller tire, and geez, you know what? This turned out to be pretty hard. This small tire is actually pretty difficult because you got to go get down so low, you can't really, get your chest and shoulders down into the tire because it's so low to the ground. And especially after doing a bunch of squats, my mobility wasn't the best. Not that it's the best ever, it's something I'm working on. But anyway, this was tough, and we went back and forth. It was hot out, sun was beating down, hottest time of day. That's all the excuses I got. But this was an ass kicker. So great conditioning, heart was racing. You guys should try this. So after we finished up with the tire, crazy enough, we went into a little superset where we did some walking lunges in the driveway. Those are 35-pound dumbbells. I got my old Power Block adjustable dumbbells there that look like a couple toasters but are great for Greg's gyms. But they're the 35. So I did this a little differently today. I went one leg at a time down, and then the opposite leg coming back. Normally I just go leg for leg, but I actually seen this in a John Meadows YouTube video, and I love John Meadows. The exercise variations he comes up with are usually pretty brutal, so I decided to give this a try. And you know what? Damn, I think it was quite a bit harder. So I think I got 7 steps down on one leg and then 7 steps back on the other leg, and then we went directly into some back raises. I don't think my hamstring is quite ready to get back into glute ham raises, so we just moved a foot plate back on my glute ham bench and did some back raises. And these old school back raises are great. You know, after all that squatting and flipping the tires, a great decompression exercise, something I'm going to do more often. Another set of lunges in the heat. Now, normally I would have an abdominal exercise with this superset and make it like a circuit where we would do the lunges, then the back raises, and then maybe the ab wheel or hanging knee raises or leg raises or something like that. But since I did a whole bunch of extra planks at the beginning of the workout, and I've been doing McGill's Big 3 and a couple of extra planks every single day, we didn't bother with another ab exercise at the end of this circuit. I really need to improve my ab strength, and so that's why I'm doing the extra planks and McGill's Big 3 every day. And if I had a bit more time, I would have even done a little extra ab work at the end of this, but I was pretty rushed for time, so we got finished up with the circuit of back raises and lunges, and that was pretty tough. Then I had to take care of a couple things, and we squeezed in a little mountain bike ride after a leg workout. That was great. Got out on the trails. It was really nice. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day and train with bad intentions.